some Madden 20. Gonna play some franchise mode, and we're playing as the Browns are 1-0. Give me a minute. I'm gonna try to share this video. Alright. And so Kareem Hunt.
OBJ is back on Broadway. It's the coach.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight, we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Cleveland Browns.
Let's turn this sound down a little bit.
And the New York Jets. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. The offensive starters now for the Jets.
And our attention will be concentrated and centered on number 26, Le'Veon Bell. Remember, he sat out all of 2018, so it'll be interesting to see if he can shake off the rust and whether his fresh legs will carry him to new heights in New York.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. A look now at the starters on the defensive side for the Browns. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. A first down throw, Darnold. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joe Schobert. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Here's Darnold. Caught here by Bell. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Well, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now it's Darnold. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Darnold now to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Browns under their new head coach, Freddie Kitchens. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native. At quarterback, it's Baker Mayfield. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Mayfield looks to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. And a look now at the starting offense for the Browns.
And the focus will definitely be on wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. after the trade from the New York Giants to the Cleveland Browns. How will he mesh with his new quarterback, Baker Mayfield? And can they be the duo that leads Cleveland to the playoffs for the first time since 2002?
OBJ with the catch.
Complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43. You think back to last year when these two teams met in Week 3. That was a big one for the Browns franchise and for Baker Mayfield. Mayfield came in relief from Tyrod Taylor and broke the Browns' 19-game losing streak, beating fellow rookie Sam Darnold 21-17. And after the game, a lot of you will remember Browns management unlocking the, shall we call them, refreshment fridges that had been padlocked for so long until the Browns got that victory. Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing the 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
First down, Mayfield. Buying time, and he can't find the receiver, and he's brought down. The sack by Jordan Willis. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long for Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Now Mayfield on 4th down. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle.
Shoot them out, shoot them out.
He doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown. And he takes this one in.
Touchdown, Kareem Hunt.
Score. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now 1st quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Wow.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A 1st down carry for Bell, but he'll work forward for only about a yard.
Le'Veon Bell.
1 yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You got tackled.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson.
Oh,
This is
shit,
gonna
almost
wind up
intercepted.
incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Back to throw, Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
The Browns drive about to get started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Throwing, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
To throw, Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Landry.
Jarvis
And he
Landry.
gets it to the 34. Good
First
enough
down.
for the first. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second down now, it's Hunt. And an
Shoot them
alley
out, shoot them
run.
out.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Now after the run by Hunt, here's first and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield steps away to his left. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And a loose football. And the Jets have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case,
Get
just
sacked,
give credit to where it
motherfucker.
belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Off of play action, Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mayfield down, steps away. He's got Jack Doyle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Keep it up, defense, keep it up, guys.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And incomplete, crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Henry Anderson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know
Odell with the first down.
I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Mayfield now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. And just a quick hitch route there, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield.
Shoot them out.
Completes it to Hunt.
Touchdown, Kareem Hunt.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Bell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 83 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. This goes out right to
Oh, damn, wrong button.
And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Bell running on 1st down, but he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Mike, 53, Mike.
Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. The shotgun snap for Darnold, and that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Oh, that's me.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that one.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Quentin Williams brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 16. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? If Marvin right now is just tallying it up, hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the couch.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
Bryant's extra point up and good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On second down, it's Bell. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Darnold now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Check the outs. Check the
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Darnold. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and that'll make it 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. Beckham and the Browns set to take over again, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from... Here's Mayfield. This goes underneath to Doyle. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Mayfield looks to throw, being chased out left. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
They run for it with Hunt. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Bell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. Throw complete to Herndon. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. He's been in a pretty good group. They actually have more yards on the ground than through the air, but both have been good, pretty balanced.
And have we ever met a coach when we've talked to him before a game that hasn't mentioned wanting to be balanced?
No, because this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
No, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker C.J. Mosley there in coverage. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is Hunt. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Here we go. Here we go.
We both know. Difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they move the ball with relative ease.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Yeah, let's get set.
They go play action. Mayfield forced out to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. The Browns on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Nick Chubb stops short, and the Jets are going to get the football back. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that, but finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold on the catch. It's Crowder. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. And it's caught by Herndon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Bell. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Okay.
On the counter, here's Bell. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Alright, let's see. Okay, we're
51 to Mike. Come to my world. We want it.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 39, Darnold into
intercepted.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And he'll score.
Take 6.
Browns. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
Pick 8.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on
shit.
top.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So that one will be accepted.
Come on now.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 43. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold, and he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. He was the leading receiver for the Jets the season ago. Robbie Anderson, 50 catches, over 750 yards, and getting more and more comfortable with Sam Darnold. Now a year plus under their belts collectively. You'd figure that those numbers for Anderson might be trending further north. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Mike 51. I hope you got your left, because I'm about to take you through. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Let's set a target.
3rd and 2, Darnold. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Henry Anderson bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Flushed out right. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
180! 57's the mic. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's got this down to the 35. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
Oh, he can run too? What the hell?
A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for it. So I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal, sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. I think probably just trying to draw him off there. It didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. A toss play to Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But you say 3 rushing touchdowns, and of course throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
What the hell, dude? I didn't tell you to kick it that way, dumbass.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
On 1st down, Darnold. Caught here by Bell. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Darnold down to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
Touchdown, New York. Demaryius Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there. And, boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. 39 yards there, a big one.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice game.
They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time, and it's 3rd and 5. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. He finds Beckham complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. His huge night, it just continues as he's now north of 200 yards receiving.
180. Defense wins championships, baby.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. Being chased out left. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mayfield down, flush to his right. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Freddie Kitchens going to push the envelope. His guys will go on 4th down. They'll toss it to Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
All day, every day.
Hunt going to run for it. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
And New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And that'll bring up second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Darnold, and he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Here's Darnold. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Normally, that's not the down and distance that you call a draw play. You usually want to wait to 2nd or 3rd down with a definite passing situation before that play is dialed up.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's T.J. Carey who picked it. There he goes, right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Bryant now to tack on the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Darnold. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now is dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Ah, yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Forced out to his left. It's caught. Beckham. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can call it.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Alright, after I simulate this, then I'll be back on later.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cleveland, it was a great
all right,
all-around performance as they come out of this one.